Hello.
Heyo.
Hi.
Welcome to A Few Nerds and a Podcast. We play D&D and we have a campaign that we're currently playing. Now, I know it'd be exciting if you could have listened to the whole thing, but we sadly didn't record it from the start.
Also, keep in mind, this is our first campaign, so the rules may not be fully accurate compared to the actual ones, but we're just planning to have fun. We may also change the rules midway, so just go with the flow.
Away from all the boring stuff, we're here to give you the summary of Season 1 of our campaign.
Here
we
we
go! Start off, Arbane wakes up in a tavern and talks to some people, did some jokes, and decides he needs to be productive. Eventually, Arbane found an older friend and traveled far to a nice dwarven town to get some money for warning them about the dragon in the mountains.
Arbane then decided that splitting the money with his friend would be hard, with them both being very greedy. So Arbane decided to ask the older friend for another friend. The older friend showed Arbane to a young lady named Arya. She agreed to join the party to avenge her mother.
After getting Arya on the team, Arbane decides to disband the older friend and find a newer party. So he scours the tavern for people with a fighting spirit. He finds a grumpy dwarf named Drenger. With a little support from some magic, Arbane persuades the dwarf to join the adventure.
Arbane goes to grab some resources and supplies. During that process, he meets a halfling that asks if he could tag along, which he does. The party then travels far away to Umbridge Hill to help an old lady travel back to Phandalin, but they stumble across a manticore blocking their path. They swiftly take it out, but the old lady refuses to head back.
After that battle, another dwarf named Yotrak seems to be by some demonic essence toward the party. After seeing the intense fight, he decides to join to try to cleanse himself of the demon.
They return to Phandalin and leave to investigate a local rumor about a shrine stacked with gold that piques the interest of Arbane. They head to the Shrine of Sarvis, and upon arrival, they realize the shrine has been the campground of ogres and orcs.
The party tries to force their way in, but an unfortunate Duardo falls dead in combat. Arya knows of a place that can revive the dead, though. The party leaves to Neverwinter City, where the reviver is.
Arriving at the city, they deliver Eduardo's dead body to the healer and wait a couple days. On the last day, Arya tries to help the healer, but ends up getting attached to a chaotic war dog, but Eduardo thankfully gets resurrected.
The party heads home. On the way, they stumble across a small goblin by the name of Grumbleshin, who Arbane takes responsibility for. Arriving home, the party decides to go to the temple again. Drenger, getting a letter that his uncle is sick, heads home, and Drenger leaves the podcast and the campaign.
When they get there, Arbane infiltrates the camp by disguising himself into a half-orc and starts a riot between the orcs and ogres, but gets knocked out in the process and has a bad memory of his brother getting captured by guards, and his brother saying that he would meet Arbane and Lelion. When he wakes up, he tells the party he wants to go to Lelion to explore this possibility. After exploring the temple, the party learns the location of where the dragon resides.
The party goes home to see the celebration of Leprechaun Day. Arbane, taking a performer, learns that there is a bardic school in Lelion, so it's on the way. The party now go to Lelion to look for Arbane's brother. Not finding him, the party instead gets magical tattoos. Arbane also learns music from the bard.
During their time in Lelion, they find a tavern to sleep in, but on their way, they meet a rootin' tootin' shootin' cowboy named Steve who is trying to escape the peacekeepers. The next day, Arbane visits the Bard College and becomes a bard. The rest of the party takes a nice, relaxing stroll.
After leaving Lelion, the party meets an Ent in the forest in Phandalin. The Ent offers nature magic to Yotrak in trade for exterminating a large amount of spiders. After killing the spiders, Yotrak gets nature magic, and the party decides to take on an evil necromancer in Neverwinter Woods.
After doing some very tricky puzzles, everyone finds the necromancer and takes him on. With his dying breath, he yells,
Estarvin!
After this party gets confident and decides they have enough strength to take on the foul dragon.
They go to Icefire Hold, fight off some looters, and have secret puzzle shenanigans, and approach the dragon. They fight the dragon and almost get killed, but manage to kill the dragon.
After killing the dragon, two ethereal spirits, one dark and one light, appear. The light offers to help the party, and the dark one flies off to wreak more havoc. The party then returns home, and now we're all caught up to date.
I hope you're excited for the many mischievous moments.
All the epic battles.
And the great story.
You'll be seeing me real soon.
I hope you enjoy the Recap, and I'll be seeing you on Sword Coast.